Hey guys, it is your girl NAJAAM Lee for NAJAAMlee.com. And so welcome. I know I haven't done a live in a bit, but I'm going to explain a whole bunch of things today. The topic today is about spiritual truths. What are they? What does that mean? And so forth. So if you are rocking with me today, awesome. I welcome it. Hello, Sarifa. Hey, sweetie. Welcome. Hope you're having a great day, evening, or wherever you are. So yeah, I miss you guys. I haven't been on for a bit. I just been focused on the new class series that I started, which is the spiritual knowledge classes. It's an 8-week series, and this 8-week series is taking you down deep into the rabbit hole of spirituality, of your raising up your consciousness and so forth. So I wanted to do this class based off of many people and many of my clients asking me to do a class and like a series and like an ongoing series of nature or such. And I came up with this class, this particular class, which is a mix of intermediate with hello my dear, how are you, D Choice 2? welcome hope you had a great day. So this class was created because of, as I was saying, not only some of my clients wanted it, I also been approached by others about why don't I teach more of a series. I've done other classes before, like single ones on a single topic, and I have posted those at the academy, the Spiritual Sessions Academy, on teachable.com, and which has been cool and stuff. A lot of people have attended those, and I'm super grateful for that. So I have been busy basically on creating the classes the way, you know, they should be going. Hello, my dear. And creating the classes in a way where it's a mystery school teaching. That's what I decided, to make it more of a mystery school teaching style. And so mystery school teaching is like what the word is it's mystery, mysterious, and it flows in a way of each person in the classroom. And some will be at different levels, and that's okay. But it's designed for you to work on you, right? It's not so much like a regular school or college that you go to and the instructor is just like, you know, whatever. It's really creating and designing in a way where it's going to hit on each and every person a different way. That is mystery school teaching, and I love it. I've gone through mystery school teachings where it was just like I was blindfolded and, you know, really trusting the process and how things are going to go. You know, we're in a different time. I would have wanted to do this class in person, maybe for a couple weeks straight, back to back. And usually that's how it is. When I did my mystery school teaching, mystery school classes, it was where we had to meet in person, had to go through the procedure, the processes, the downloads were always together. You know, there was no leaving, there was no getting up, there was no any of that stuff unless you really had to go to the bathroom. It was more of when we take a break, then you can go. It was really strict when I went to mystery school. It was so strict. It was underground. It was like, you know, it was taken so serious. There was no back chat to the, you know, your guides, you know, the teacher. It's not so much a teacher. They would be more of your guides, so to speak, on your journey. You'll learn certain things. Everything was oral. There was no like written down of stuff. It was downloads coming in and very oral like, and it was really, really interesting. So you had to pay attention. Like, you had to, like, you know, listen keenly on what was being taught. And so that was my experience, and I loved it. I cherish it because I've taken a bunch of other classes. I've taken a bunch of other schools of thought and everything, and it's nothing like mystery school. And this is what they did in Egypt. Egypt was the mecca of mystery school teachings. I mean, it was people from all over the globe, especially coming from Saudi Arabia, the Mediterranean, Asia, especially India, coming into Egypt to learn, to attend mystery school. And during that time, it was like, you know, they're leaving their homes. Can you imagine back then? They're not even coming back until a year's time, 2 years' time, even longer. You know, this decision that you're making, that you're going on this quest, this journey of self-discovery, of your spiritual journey, of going down the rabbit hole and coming out on the other side at a higher conscious level. You know, what I'm teaching is like, it doesn't even crack the surface, you know, and with the immense energy and intensity that you would go through. It was a lot of darkness in those periods of you going down into certain halls and certain passageways on your own and meeting with other spiritual beings. And you know, a lot of people are not ready for that today. A lot of people, they talk about, oh, I'm on a spiritual journey. And, you know, I've been on this for more than 20 years, and I can decipher real quick who will fall and who will stand. You know, I have a quick eye for that, and who's really on the journey and who's really talking. You know, who's really, really serious about their spiritual journey and who's just, you know, not serious at all. It's just collecting of information, no implementation, and no real wanting to raise their consciousness in a way of raising their spirituality. So the class is amazing. I love all my students. I love all those that are attending, and each one is going to go through their own journey and own discovery, and that's how it's supposed to be. Each one is supposed to discover something within self, you know, and really lock on to self and saying, I'm going all the way down with you. It's like you are, you know, on the back of a huge eagle, and when it's rises up, but when it's ready to dive down and go all the way down, that you're going to hold on to that eagle's wings, and you're going to dive in all the way and not let go, you know. And that's your higher self. Your higher self is really ecstatic and is raising up to go all the way down the rabbit hole with you, so that you uncover and detach from this world, from your attachments, from your cell phone, from your job, from your family, from your, every single thing, from your clothes, from your, precious things that you think that are great. Your higher self wants you to detach every single thing and be one in this journey that you have chosen to take on in the spiritual knowledge classes. Let go of the ego. Let go of the ego. We cling on to ego like it's our life, and it's not. It's a part of you, but it is not the ruler, it's just a part of you, but what humans have done is make it the ruler of their life, the ruler of their decisions, the ruler of every single thing going on, the ruler over their emotions, the ruler over their thought processes, the ruler over their mental state, physical state, every single thing. They never once want to tap in to their higher self and let go. And I think that's one of the biggest things that's really hard and really different as an instructor when you are teaching the spiritual pathway and teaching spiritual knowledge, is that the ego rises huge. The ego rises high. The ego rises in a way that it can be the biggest giant obstacle for the student to really rise, the way me as a guide or any teacher will see. When anyone signs up, it's so funny, when anyone signs up for my class or for a reading or for spiritual life coaching, their guides come to me, their ancestors come to me with all kind of stuff and give me insight on each person. I know what's going to happen a lot of times before they even realize it. I know. Either that, or what's interesting is they will work their if I'm so busy I'm not able to really look at the screen of whatever they're showing me, they will send another messenger and I will get a phone call and say, yo, Naj, this is a message I got for you about one of your students and look out for this, look out for that. And I'll be like, damn, I'm so busy I didn't even get it. But that's how ancestors and guides work. When you are really focused, sometimes they will allow you to focus and then bring in another being through with the message, So today, I just wanted to touch on that. If you want to know more about the spiritual knowledge class, right now the doors are closed for the rest of the 8-week series. But I am going to send an announcement out soon. So what I would suggest you do is sign up for my email list. And that's over at NAJAAMlee.com, just like my name, NAJAAMlee.com. And just click subscribe and get onto the email list so that you will get the notification when the doors open again for signing up for the spiritual knowledge class. I don't know when I'll do it again. I'm trying to go back and forth if I'll do an intensive series. If I'll do an intensive series, or I'll do another one-on-one series like I'm doing now, and if that's possible, we'll see. I'm going to see what the guides say, what my ancestors and my guardians say, if I should do that or a very high level class study. I'm not sure yet. But anyone interested, just let me know. Leave it in the comments section below, and I'll even send you the link if you want to, or just put it in the browser, NAJAAMlee.com, and sign up for my email list. All right. So today I wanted to talk real quick about spiritual truths. Spiritual truths. I'm not talking religious truths. I'm not talking that because in my past class we talked about religion in a way. Religion, I'm not looking at something man-made, right? Religion is man-made. It's a man-made direction of things, okay? I'm more so talking about your spiritual truth, your pathway of truth, right? To raising your consciousness, to gaining enlightenment, right? Stop wasting time on this earth plane doing foolishness and start waking up to what you're here for. Why did you come, right? You got to look at that particular question. Why did I come here? Who am I? Why did I come here? Who am I? Why did I come here? What is this about? You know, is it really just to eat, drink, stuff my face, you know, and go to a systematic school, go to a systematic job, you know, live in a systematic way? Is that the life? Is that the real life? Is that the direction that I'm supposed to be going in? You know, spiritual truth is seeking the truth of your spirit. I'm going to say it again. Seeking the truth of your spirit. Spiritual truths. Seeking the truth of your spirit. What's the truth of your spirit? Have you spoken to your spirit? Have you taken time to even connect with your spirit? Do you know you have a spirit? Have you been listening to what your spirit has been giving you? Are you listening keenly to your spirit? Why have you ignored your spirit? Why have you decided to brush your shoulders off to your spirit? Do you believe in your spirit? Do you believe the truths that your spirit is trying to show you? Are you listening to your spirit with your mind or with your heart? Have you aligned with your spirit to even catch or see the information being given to you? Do you hate your spirit? Do you dislike your spirit? And how can you dislike your spirit? Maybe in a human section you are hating your spirit from a human standpoint because the ego is looking back at its spirit. Spirit, spiritual truths, this truth of your spirit. So, these are some questions to ask yourself. It's your pathway, your journey. The first question, why are you here? Why are you here? Who are you? And why are you here? Why did you come here? What's unsolved that you needed to come here and needed to come here several times? You see, I take this serious. It's no joke to me. You know, it's a joke to a lot of people, but it's not a joke to me. You know, because what we have found in research and data is that people cycle back over and over and don't wake up. Something nags at them, something twitches at them at some point in their life path, but they ignore it. They choose not to wake up. They choose not to listen. So the truth that your spirit carries is folded back up in its suitcase and have to go back again. You're allowing the cycling over and over and over. Why? You know, why? Why are you cycling over and over? Hello, my dear. Hello, Mr. Parker. So you have to ask yourself, what's your real purpose here? And only your spirit has those truths. Only your inner being has those truths. You know, your higher self. And it takes a moment of stepping away from your regular program, so to speak. Step away and go walk or go sit in nature. Go sit at the beach. Go sit in the water. Go sit on the grass. Go sit by a tree. Go sit by some flowers. Go sit on the sand. Look up into the sky. Connect with the sun, right? And see what it is, the direction, what is being sent, what is being saying to you. Yeah, in Ifa, yes, you're absolutely true on that. So I want you to take a notebook, take a pen, right? Take a notebook, take a pen, and sit with yourself with the questions that I just laid out, right? All the questions that I was saying. Okay? You can rewind this several times if you want to. And really ask yourself these deep questions, right? In order to know, you got to connect. That's how it works. It's not just coming to you whatever. Remember, we're still working off of the basis of free will. Okay? Free will. You got to sit with yourself and ask and connect with your spirit. Right? That you're ready to learn. You're ready to know. Right? What's your spiritual truth? What did you bring with you here? What was the question or questions that you needed answers to, why you circled back here? Right? Most humans are here more than once. Most of them. Okay? There's a few that pop in that it's their first time here. And you can tell because they while out. They while out. They just keep going like it's never, like it's going to end on some point. You know. You sat on the sands this past weekend. Awesome. I love it, D. Yay. Awesome. Do it more often. Do it if you can. Do it every week. Make it a practice. Make it a practice that this is what you're going to do. You're going to go into nature and you're going to sit. Because most of the time, our guides, our spirit guides, love being in nature. That's where they are. They come out. They come out like groups, you know, come around you. They'll come in so many different forms, right? So many different ways to get your attention, to get you to look, to get you to listen, right? To get you to just be in the presence. I tell you a story. When I used to live in Georgia, right? One year I lived in Georgia for about 3 years. 3 or 4 years I lived in Georgia. And I had gotten a townhouse and, you know, upstairs and downstairs level. And where my room was, the master room, had this huge wall-to-wall window, and I loved it. And outside there would be this forest, you know, of all these trees and flowers and everything. So one one morning actually, right? After I do my routine or whatever, I usually like to sit right there, open the blinds, and just look out and just see this magnificent, beautiful nature behind my house. And one morning, I swear to God, the leaves in front of me start changing color, right? It was, it's green, but then it created this iridescent green in front of me that my eyes like went wide, right? I'm like, is this really happening? And like, am I really seeing this? And it was changing these, almost like a movie, like, how the leaves are in a cartoon, how it's just pearly and beautiful and rich and majestic. This tree in front of my window was doing this in front of me with the leaves. This connection that I was having, and just being in its space. And I held on to that as long as I could. I held on to that because it opened up a space for me of me connecting with my spirit, its spirit, alignment happening. And I was just like, oh my God, I cannot believe this is really happening in front of me right now. And it was beautiful. I felt like I was in a fantasy, like a fairy tale, of it changing in front of me. And I learned, like, years later, that when your spirit connects with, whether it's a flower or a tree, like, you really open up, they open up too and show you who they really are, like the magic of them, the beauty of them, right? Their truth. They open up their truth, right? And so they become this, which would be magical and fantasy, like really cartoonish glow of them. And I just saw this beautiful halo around them. And it was just like, my God, this is for real. Like, they really exist, and that happens when you just drop your attachments, right? You drop everything, you be in the space of oneness, that oneness connection, and it's amazing, guys. So I wanted to leave you with that. I wanted to give you that perspective on spiritual truths. I wanted you to take that with you, and I hope that this will inspire you for your own direction, your own way. All right, guys? So if you have any questions, leave them in the comment section below, and I'll definitely hit you up. Till next time, I'll see you in another video.